Hey legends, and welcome back to the least knowledgeable sim racing channel, where we're trying to get all the mileage we can out of Project Cars 3. Some years ago, the mighty Jimmer himself attempted to beat Stefan Bellof's infamous 1983 Group C Nürburgring Nordschleife pole qualifying record. Man, that was a mouthful. Stefan did the Nürburgring Nordschleife with a qualifying lap of 6 minutes and 11 seconds. That record stood for a full 35 years before being overcome recently. Now, part of the reason for this was that the layout of the track was uniquely different in the 1983 season and has changed ever since. Now, obviously, motorsport has come a long way since then. However, we're going to step back in time. We're going to drive the 956 in Project Cars 3 on the Nordschleife, and we're going to see whether we can also beat this record, with one small caveat. We're going to leave our high-end sim rig behind us, and instead, we're going to do the lap with this. My 10-year-old Xbox 360 controller. Let's do it. Of course, we begin by proving that we are indeed hardcore sim racers, professional handling assists, everything set to off, somehow still manageable on the controller, and a standing start. So we're going to lose a couple of seconds here. That combined with losing the controller, I would say is probably going to be enough of a handicap to compete evenly with Mr. Bellof, of course, in the newer car, the 1987 Porsche 962C versus his 956. We maintain very similar lines to what you would in a sports car these days. These cars, of course, having the weight of tremendous downforce to aid you, but no TC. Finding that understeer with terrifying jabs of oversteer on throttle are the dominant handling character I'm about to experience for the rest of this track. Nice and flat through fluke plots, that's what we want. These cars, of course, developing a lot of lift due to all the ground effects the moment they go over substantial bumps, something the drivers used to complain about all the time. I'd be terrified coming over here. And over here, all flat, of course, in the game. Oh, somehow we made it break late. And on the power, nice and early, maintain as much speed as humanly possible. Only 5 gears in these magnificent cars, so they're quite long by today's standards. Down through the foxhole, dropping a gear and dropping a gear again, making sure we don't run into that understeer character. Nice and easy, down to second. Just feathering it through here, no downforce to help us. Nice and easy, slow as fast through there. Especially without the ability to toe brake. Alright, coming into Sector 2 now. Track getting progressively more difficult as we go along. More and more undulations, more and more elevation changes. More potential to crash out horribly. Not much room for error on the gamepad, of course. Nice coast through miss, hit, miss. But with cars like this, it can very easily just be hit, hit, hit. Coming up to the... coming up to what is now the speed limited place on Touristfahrten days. Somewhat frustrating, I'm sure. Not that it matters to me, since I'm stranded here and can't go back there. Alright, stage 2. So far, so good. Nice little power section for us here. Unleash the mighty power under the hood. This insane beast of a car. Keeping it flat through here. I can't even imagine the weight of bravery required to wrangle these magnificent Group C cars around the Nürburgring Nordschleife. To think that people actually used to race these here. Those crazy buggers. And a lift. Just a lift, come on. Yes, we can make it. Takes some serious timing, but a lift will get you through. Should probably have dropped a gear while I was at it, but it's all good. Definitely weren't in the torque band then. Probably lost a second or two there, but that's fine. We are, after all, in a more powerful machine than Mr. Bellof. Alright, can we keep it in the carousel? That is the question of the eon. Nice and easy, Omen. Easy does it. Easy does it. Easy does it. Oh, and we didn't fly out. I'll take it. I'll take it. Ah, I absolutely love this track. It's so exciting no matter what you drive it in. Gamepad, sim rig or otherwise. And to those guys who are watching this, who've just picked up Project Cars, or maybe you're Forza or Gran Turismo guys, you know, you can learn a lot about the layout of many of these tracks if they're laser scanned. Even if you're playing on a gamepad, you can transmit that knowledge to a full simulator when the time comes, and possibly even real life after that. Maybe not necessarily your inputs one-to-one, but definitely the knowledge of, you know, where tracks bank, what to expect, how much you need to slow. The general pace and feeling of the track is something you can feel out in the sim, even if it is just Simcade. Not sure if you guys have been keeping up with James Baldwin, but it's been an amazing thing to witness. A guy who plays a lot of ACC and rFactor 2, of course, world's fastest gamer, did his first GT race at Alton Park and won. Then qualified in pole at Donington the next weekend. I mean, it's. I think people really underestimate what a true simulator can give you. Coming around to the mini carousel now, trying not to shoot out of the track. Of course, a wash of oversteer the moment you get on the throttle with this beast of a car. No TC to help us out there. Having to be very gentle with how we press down our finger, all completely flat coming up to the final straight. And just time to unleash all of those horses. Can't even imagine how uncomfortable this would have been. Bouncing over this abomination of a road. All the way down at 308, 310, 311, 312, 314 k's per hour, 315, thing with a cap out at 315 kph. Absolutely insane with this weight of downforce. What a vehicle, what a class, what a time to be alive. I've got to say, Group C was like the equivalent of Rally's Group B, wasn't it? Around the same time in history, when regulations were more just like, maybe. We got plenty of race car drivers, don't need all of them to stay alive through a season. Alright, coming across the finish line, 5:57.4, absolutely amazing. Woo! Oh man, was that about 15 seconds off, give or take? Rather 15 seconds quicker. You know, to those of you who want to extrapolate power to weight and include my large handicap here, what do you think? Would this have matched the Bellof track, or rather the Bellof lap in the 956 back in the day? You tell me. If you're interested in more content like this, be sure to let me know down below. There's plenty more mileage we can get out of this game. Otherwise, you know, make sure to troll the heck out of me and dislike this video a lot, as I'm sure a lot of you more true sim racers are going to do. And you know what? I cultivate that vibe. I can't blame you for it. rFactor's still the best. Anyway, let me know what you guys want to see. If you're interested in more videos like this, I actually have a little bit of fun just taking a load off, not getting sweaty in the simulator, and just kind of playing on the controller. So be sure to smash that sub, stay up to date with all future sim racing news and reviews and random fun lap tidbits. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.